so much front line when you've already got the Jace and the Galio there and the Zinzao. I don't think you really need more front line here, just something to enable the Jinx would, in my eyes, work out better, but they're going to go...
Last year, while Jax was so popular, it's because he couldn't survive. You're right. Sustainability there. Jace doesn't have the same thing, and at level 2, GiantX is in so much trouble. He's twisted advance, he's ignited as well. He flashes out, but he's right in the line of fire of Noah as Jun tanks up the last turret shot, but Noah needs one more. GiantX close to leveling up. The Mystic Shot missing Noah.
Yeah, Noah using the TP to get back up to the top side, opting into that, knowing they're going to go in towards the lane swap. Closer steals away one of the grubs, which means that if Isma can get one, neither side can claim this towards their feats of strength. You have to get all 3 grubs if you want that to count.
They've got their shoes on at the very least. And how they walk towards it is their question. As Smite comes through, Isma steals it, you're right, but now the duel begins. Isma looking for the knock-up and finds it. Only level 5 as we get a bit of damage down the bot side as well, but Close is a real one in trouble. He's got concussive blows, he flashes, he gets bursted, but he survives, walking out with the flash down in tow, with now another grub to seal the deal for Isma.
Yeah, Isma didn't get the flash over the wall, so wasn't able to follow up for that final auto attack proc, but still, SK going to be happy that they're able to force GiantX back and keep themselves in check. Still, it's mid lane to open up both sides, where you can now play for mid, but also take over control towards...
Part 2, wow, true shot barrage and everything in the kitchen sink hitting. Jun gets the kill off the ignite, but GiantX, no fear in the dive as we look towards the bottom side. SK want to replicate and they get the stun up with the concussive blows, but Rika doesn't have enough health to dive, nor his flash.
But he's nearly level 6, one more creep, and Rahel should be able to hit it. There it is. Does he use the ult to stop it?
Zap at least cancels for Lot, making him scared, but they need a bit of extra damage to get the execute.
Yeah, still look at Jackie's though. He's starting to move down to try and cover this Lot. Going to see if he can defend the tower, but it's so low.
As it burns down, the grub's helping out. Winter's Bite trying to get extra damage onto Lot. All it would take is Rahel to get a rocket down, and
he's going to get excited.
He will be dead, and I think I will too, Dagda, because for GiantX's top laner, he's playing on a knife's edge. There it is! You know what? We won't take the Lot because he's now dead.
Bot lane is nowhere to be found. The ults have already been used, so you're only going to give the kills across here.
Rika taking a bit of damage, but it's AP damage. Galio doesn't mind, but Jun's still angling through. You're right, we look for the Jace. He's flown through with a taxi driving as Isma sets up for the hero's entrance, and now for GiantX, they freeze the stream! But do they get further out? They run for their lives as the range still comes through from GiantX, but on the back end, I'm looking at Closer. In trouble and down. Still not taken, but SK will pull this one up, and the feat of strength at least one step closer here as they lock it. Lot is walking in. At the very least, I see he walks out. He's got a mana bar, but he doesn't want to use it. Instead, pushes the wave and just gives SK full reign here. True shot barrage, that's just going to help out with the leash. So one small feat of strength added here as SK moved to fight.
Yeah, I thought we'd actually to slow this game down, or else SK could get to run with Aves.
And again, it just seems breezy after what we saw for the dives as Hextech Drake goes down, and yoink, you'll take that. We just wait for one more to be locked on in here as SK, they defend top. GiantX are looking for a dive here, Dagda, and I'm not sure how it's going to go with a Brom on the way.
Exactly. You've got Isma in the vicinity. TP to try and help.
A Galio, so he's going to taunt you. Lot doesn't get the stun off. It looks messy, and I don't like mess as Lot takes a turret shot. It ramped up, but he's not dead for now. Isma trying to pick apart the pieces.
Yeah, they can continue to chase here. Isma has the flash. Can he land?
Well, there's enough damage going onto Jackie's. There's a Glacial Fissure knocked into the air. The Winds of Water help out, and Jackie's in trouble, but they've run out of their burst. Still, an audacious charge, maybe too ambitious. Flushing away is Isma SK. Are they going too far now is the question, as Jun takes down the jungler. GiantX chasing for more, bringing the teleport up as well, and Lot is now ready for his own counter-strike. That missed.
By many different top teams as to how they want to try and play around this stuff. You look at like BLG, they're playing more for side lanes, whereas when you look at a team like Gen G, they've been playing a huge amount of, we want to play off of our AD carry in mid, and it looks like SK have been watching the Gen G VODs for this one, and it's working out for them.
And that's why we might see second item come through, which has been common, something like the Hullbreaker. I just want to point out the map though, quickly. SK have just moved, opened up mid on GiantX resetting, and now get top turret as well. I mean, I'm not going to say map.
Just try and force GiantX to face check you at any point in time. So, well, Jackie's?
He is a tank, but let's find out. He flashes, gets out of the static field, but still has enough to stick on Jackie's and slow him down. That damage unheard of, but unending despair seems to be what Jackie's going through. Wind becomes lightning, and he's close to dying. Slowed down yet again. The sticking power huge, but the rocket dodged by Jack. He's a good step up, and he flashes the emote.
Yeah, as you can see, Jace has a Doran's Blade, therefore he's allowed to do that much damage. Yeah,
right.
So, the problem is Jace's base stats, he's like 310 damage on just his Q alone at base level, before you add in any sort of like scaling or anything like that. His W does a ton of percentage max health, his E is also an execute, so like a lot of...
Dead by a Rahel, so no whole breaker build. It is just a Jinx.
I'm fine with that, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I am too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tanks, as you said, on this roster.
So the thing is, I'm curious, being in protest, that they might have to play mages in the bottom lane again. Like we heard Jack Spectre talk about earlier. It's like, I'm so annoyed I'm going to build tank items on my Jinx AD carry second item. Because for anyone who doesn't know, there was an LPL player that ended up building Hullbreaker's second item on Jinx after the Kraken Slayer. Did all right. Come on. You know what? Maybe you just stick to crit. Yeah.
Got Hullbreaker with his Herald charges here, by the way. It's going to go for the next. And ambitious, no. Isma just aggressive. Ulti's out, turns it into a play against Noah. He gets the bare brunt of it as Nature's Grasp will fly across. It gets a double root, but there's the lockdown by Jun. It's good setup, but the return here for GiantX might hurt them. SK separated for the time being. GiantX is doing that with his Chaos Storm, getting Rahel the hell out of the way. GiantX have
Dragon fight, but it's only kind of one for them, so I think SK can give it across. But I think when you have a moment like this in a game that's running away from you, just getting an objective off the map is never a bad thing, but SK...
Lot TP'd in, he's got a counter-strike on their carry, that's their only source of damage, so SK need to keep Rahel alive. Isma's going to be the target though, because he's easy access. GiantX lured them in with a two-man Magnet Storm, they've lured them down, and GiantX are now pummeling them into the ground. A double with Nature's Grasp trying to bring yet another into fruition, as Jackie's damage hits hard, and now Lot on top of Rika's, going to remind him where he came from. A shutdown.
Cleanse, but it just means that when Jackie's comes forward here, great call on the flash. So Jun interrupts Reeker on that potential ultimate, and Jackie's...
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure Medic nailed that in his cast earlier. Now I'm never going to hear the
flash twist advance. Rahel was too far forward. Nature's Grasp beautiful as well. Closer again. He's happy to send it. He's got the false life. Big shout out to Dagda for looking that up as GiantX still pushing forward. No, it takes a turret shot or two. Even ease into a Winter's Bite as Lot is now looking for a turret of his own.
Yeah, you're going to be facing up against GenX Noah. Oh, Isma would have loved to get that.
Especially with Atacun buff. You use Chrono Shift, and then you have the other GA as well. You just have like 9 lives. 3 to be specific, we all know.
Added Renata into the mix as well.
Oh, yeah. Chrono Shift would be nice here, but maybe Jackie doesn't need it. Rika takes a big damage, and Jackie's got the mana bar to work with to play this around, but Isma has converged on him. It's now just about the wave, and he'll go back to base.
Yeah, unlucky to get caught in that position, because honestly, it still sends you back as your team's trying to push out of the map, and you still want to get value for these objectives. Like, they are getting Dragon, maybe looking for the dive here as well.
This is value. True Shot Barrage. Lot is still got a turret underneath. Jun will tank it up for now. And yeah, they just, I guess...
You're not really getting value, right? Like, you don't get the tower. They already were going to get the Dragon off of a fight, right? But, oh, now they're going for it.
Rika's looking. I mean, GA has just expired, so this is a fair fight. But Jun, with the re-engage, crash down, not connecting. But Lot's TP'd in. Chakis is TP'd in on the team. And now, stunned up, Rika has nowhere to go. Isma's in the middle of the fight, but for GiantX, their front line is tanky enough. The damage as well, falling behind the wayside. GenX running for his life. Loopy not far behind him, and Rahel, the one damage source, is dead like a dodo.
Noah snipes Rahel, and Noah trying to get back in. Making sure it's okay. Loopy's very far forward, though.
Spot is great. He gets a double counter strike, and he pulls out the ult of Isma. For someone debuting the LEC, he's looking confident. And with the rest of GiantX cleaning up now SK, they've got no chance. Another one bites the dust, and GenX gets hit against the wall. Lot is unstoppable. I think he's going to be taking a lot more with the rest of this game.
Reeker just wasn't in space with the ultimate, and it means immediately GiantX are able to get members. Even, again, Jackie's just poking down Rahel under the tower. Means that you cannot contest this as SK. GiantX, I said in the podcast, I said at the start of this, it was their mid-game I wanted to see them improve on. Well, this has been a damn better mid-game than we saw from them last year.
It's been clean from that point onwards. GiantX can take Baron now as well, no contest. Lot in the enemy jungle. I would like to say the same thing, but Isma spots him out. Reek is there as well. These are tanks, and it's going to take a while as the rocket is going to be blocked by Jun. Great heads up from GiantX as Lot has to ulti to try and get out. Jackie's is on the way. He's got enough for a counter-strike in the mana bar, but now he's running out. There's Winter's Bite, there's concussive blows, but there's a gravity field that's making it difficult to move. Lot still dies. It's a shutdown to Loopy, unfortunately for SK, but there's no top laner for 55 seconds.
There is no top lane turret for SK either. Noah's been working away through that after picking up the Baron too, so nicely done by Noah.
For you, isn't it? It would be the third dragon for SK away back into this game that's falling so far to the wayside. Nature's Grasp hits 3 members of the front line. True Shot Barrage is a whiff at 4K. Rika is spotted on a minion, spotted on a ward, but he doesn't need to come in, just the threat. The Glacial Fisher down after Dragon goes in, but Jun with a 3-man Magnet Storm and a Hero's Entrance at that hits nothing. Rika's now into the front lines of damage, but SK have still taken down and given a reset over to Rahel. But look at those health bars. Closer in, Twisted Advance, finds that damage source, hits a blast cone. Rahel running for his life. He's the only chance, but Jackie's knows that too. Another rampage, another kill, another hit for Lot. And GiantX now running behind his own enemy lines. Noah is chasing this up, zoning between 2 turrets. But GiantX, it feels like the wallet dip really made a difference in the end.
Rika's ultimate brought so much space to that fight for Rahel, but it just wasn't enough. They get 1 kill, but GiantX, the second that pause is over, they're straight back into the fight. The bell rings and it's SK that drop immediately.
I think it'd be much better for them if he had something like an Infinity Edge as that 4th item. Will they be given the chance to get there?
At this stage it's going to be rough. Jun finds GiantX, but you can see there's just not enough damage there behind it. This is kind of like build when you want to try and be ahead, because when you fall behind there's just not enough, and now GiantX looking for more.
The AoE hurts. Nature's Grasp great again. Close has had a good start too. If we're talking about names, as Inner goes down, he's now zoned out, and just as I talk him up, he's going to get caught out. Rocket gives a reset for Rahel and he starts firing away. Lot ulti's in, but his team is a little bit far away right now. The range from Noah going to help out though as they finally get within each other as GiantX look for another angle of approach. But Noah's like, no, I'm going over the wall. This Ezreal unleashed. The flash forward, the burn on GiantX, the ult not needed. And Noah is here on GiantX for now.
Noah's looking buff with that red buff. That was a play and a half. Immediately jumping onto the backline, and now GiantX, they just get to end the game.
He's feeling it, man. GiantX are running into the Nexus turrets. Whether they respawn or not, SK will never know because 1 drops down. GiantX looking for another. SK have got 20 seconds, 30 seconds in top lane as Jun looks for that final engage. At 33 minutes, Rika is going to Hero's Entrance down, but his team is already dead. Outside of Rahel, there's no one standing in front of GiantX. Nexus turret number 1, Nexus turret number 2 now dead, and Noah yet again flashing on his Ezreal as the Nexus will fall, and GiantX, the hype is there.